So I want to make a couple videos around this card because this card was a really, really fun event. A lot of finishes, but I want to talk about Imavov and the performance he had against Caio Borralho. Now, we do live in a generation of MMA fans where once you lose one fight, you're lost. That is not the case with me. I think Caio Borralho, I think Mauricio Ruffy, the fighting nerds, they will be mainstays in their division. They will make a ton of money in the UFC, and they will be major stars. I truly believe that. But Imavov is really, really improved fight to fight. And coming off of the knockout win over Israel Adesanya, he is clearly the front runner to fight for the title. Now we need to see what happens with Anthony Hernandez versus Renier Derrida because I think the winner of that fight will fight for the title right after uh, Khamzat uh, fights Imavo. I think you do the fight with Imavo. Um, but Dana did say he will wait, so we will see. But first not much in Caio Borralho. I think he was mainly landing leg kicks. But what Nassourdine Imavov did really well throughout this entire fight was he he was able to land the shots that he needed. Very simple. But he was able to make Caio Borralho really question his moves. His counters were unbelievable in this fight. Caio Borralho did get him down briefly. Um, did get some good strikes in, but overall, I thought the round was Imavov's round. We move into round two, and once again, Imavov taking the center of the cage, making Caio Borralho go first, and he found some incredible counters. And I, Caio Borralho's chin really did hold up in this fight because Imavov was landing some major strikes. Round three was a better round for Caio Borralho. He was able to use the grappling a little bit, and he found a bit of success on the feet when he realized that Imavov was only countering and he wasn't extending any of his combinations. And I made a post on X over here. I've been trying to use X more, honestly, ever since Elon Musk bought the website. I haven't used it that much, but I tweeted out my fight there, or my last video on Ronda there. And what did I say? Yeah, Imavov needs to extend these counters. You just can catch them with an extra jab. Still a great performance. And that's really what I thought it could have been. It doesn't need to be a jab. He could go jab, jab, going for a leg kick, which he did land a lot of good leg kicks. That is my only criticism against Imavov in this fight, was if he extended the combinations, I think he could have got Barolo in there. But again, this is me um speaking on the internet, and I'm nowhere near the level of fighters either of these gentlemen are. But like with him involved now, and with really this entire card, because the French fighters went 5-0 on this card. I think where is it here? Um, Umar Sy won against Branson Ribeiro by first round knockout. Gomez won his fight. Not really much to say there. Axel Showa looked incredible. I do want to talk about him. Mason Jones, the GOAT, uh, and then yeah, it's BSD and Imavov in the main event. They definitely do have momentum. This is definitely a market worth going to. Again, I said in my reaction to the entire card, this was perfect. It did exactly what it needed to. It showcased we do have actual talent in this region. So we can go back to France more with these guys and build them up more. That's what I want to see. I think Imavov is at the front of French MMA. Now I know Srew gone. He's up there. He's fighting Tom Aspinall. I don't think he's gonna beat Tom Aspinall. He did win. He did win the interim belt. Yeah, I have to give him that. But you know, I see Imavov having a better chance of beating Khamzat, which is a really tough fight. It is like it is. You're gonna need a Craig Jones. You're gonna need to throw Grappling, and you're gonna need to do what Burns did: is you make them respect you on the ground, so that it's the standing fight. But that is really hard to do against what I truly believe to be the greatest grappler we have ever seen in MMA. But he definitely has a chance against Homestead. And let's say he doesn't get it. We can do a round robin of these four guys. Hernandez. Hernandez, I feel, would give him a really tough fight. I would favor Hernandez. Renier DeRitter, I think he can beat DeRitter. But again, DeRitter is that DDP style. You really don't know what you're going to get with him. But yeah, this was an unbelievable performance. Again, striking performance. It is naturally more entertaining to watch stand up than grappling. There are good grappling fights on MMA cards, right? Um, but yeah, I really do think the UFC has something with Nassourdine Imavov. I think they really do have something in this market, and the issue that we have, right, is how active is Khamzat going to be? That's truly my issue. Is that he did what he did to DDP, and now we're hearing rumors that he's not going to play until 2026. And if that's the case, I don't like that. I think he should at least get two fights in. He has no excuse now. He has a visa, right? In the event we need an interim champion, I think Imavo is the first guy in that conversation. I really do. And the other part being is Caio Borralho was on what, like a 7 or 15 fight win streak, if I'm not mistaken. His last loss was to Hale Carvello. But then, yeah, he went on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yeah, 17 fight win streak. That is really impressive. And you have to look at what is the storyline of these fights. Because a story sells tickets. I know this isn't WWE, but again, fight promotion is fight promotion. Same rules apply. I think that Imavo definitely over the last bit here has shown major improvement. He really has. Like, I have my doubts about him on to come up. Um, then has a lot of decisions. Loses to Sean Strickland, who went on to win the belt. Again, Sean Strickland is a really tough style. The keeps the jab. He has really good takedown defense. He beat Walking Buckley when Walking Buckley is still at 185. Knocked out Shabazian. Another knockout. Lost to Phil Hawes. But other than that, this guy is making a serious resume at middleweight. Like you look at these names, one, let's say, one, two, three. Those are four wins over notable fighters who have either held the belt or who I believe truly can win the belt. 29 years old. I really do think this guy is going to be a nightmare in the middleweight division for quite some time. Please, though, Dana White, do not overpush French fighters for the sake of getting into the French market. It has never worked. It did not work with the China card. It did not work with this push for Japan. I mean, I don't think they're even gonna try and attempt to compete with KSW. Um, Even though they should, I know with everything going on right now, it's a bit tricky. But even then, I don't even think with everything going on in the world, they would even make an attempt um, to get into that market. So let's get into the French market. Let's get into the UK market. Let's go to places with cards that make sense for where we're going. That is the biggest thing. You did it here. You've been doing it really well recently. The Rio card, it's shaping out to be pretty decent. I mean, it's the game Brazil card, so you usually the fights are really good, and then you have the Brazil crowd. But let me know, what did you think? What is that? I don't know if that's a plane or like a track. Weird. All right, but that completely threw me off. It completely threw me off. Where was I? Oh yeah, French market. Go into places that make sense. I don't want us to go to Azerbaijan with no Azerbaijan stars. I get it. We want to go everywhere. Well, let's make it sense. Let's make sense of where we're going. And that's what they used to do way better than boxing. Even with, American fighters. Yeah, you win the belt, you got the title, alright, we'll go to your hometown. And with Warrior, you're a big star, we're going to Spain. And they're gonna do the Spain card. They're already talking about, but let me know, do you agree with me or not? And what did you think about Imavov's performance against Caio Borralho? And do you think he has a shot at beating Khamzat Chimeav? I think he's really good. I'm not gonna go full Lucas Tracy and be like, his, top 15. Nassourdine Imavov. No, no. Give him time. I think he's gonna rack up a really good resume at middleweight. Maybe we see him go into light heavyweight. Um, late in his career, but I really think the sky is the limit for this guy. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. Go check out my Ronda video where I just ranted. I think it's entertaining, but again, Why are we asking about Ronda Rousey fighting in 2025? Well, let me know what you have to say down below. I love each and every one of you. Later.